My family depends on my income, so I can't really take big risks. Don't really have time to study.
Are you in a position to actually give time and fund yourself for another qualification? Hello guys, welcome to once again another episode of Fix Your Career by Zell. My name is Pratham. I'm the co-founder and the CEO at Zell Education. And today we have Kush with us and we're going to help him fix his career. So Kush, first things first, welcome.
Hi.
Let's start by you just telling all of us about a little bit about you, your current circumstance, your current situation, current role.
Yeah, so I'm Kush, I'm 29. I've been in accounting for 5 years. And I really feel my job is kind of has gotten routine now. I mostly handle monthly audits and closings, and it's really not something that I really excites me. Like I would rather want to move to more managerial roles or strategic planning, strategic finance. And I was looking for what courses I should do to help me in this path, because I've thought of CFA, ACCA. I've even thought of few AI courses, but just the thought of it is really overwhelming. So
I understand.
yes.
Understood. Got it. If you can share a little more about your current life, how does a typical day look for you?
Just normal office day, like 9 to 7. I don't really have time to study. I just come home and my family depends on my income, so I can't really take big risks.
Sure.
And all. So that's mostly it.
Got it. And if you are the sole breadwinner of your family right now, what is it that you are hoping to get out of this? If you, let's say at the end of this, we figure out that the best path for you is to do some, to build more academics on your CV, right? Do one of these courses. What do you think that you're expecting things like a salary jump or your career jump to be like?
Yeah, see, I mean, I'm definitely expecting a salary hike. Currently I'm earning about 12 to 15 lakhs.
Okay.
But I definitely want to, like, in 3 to 5 years, I am looking at, earning about 25 to 30 lakhs. And, because obviously I have to handle my family, and I just don't, I'm just really unsure exactly what to do, because
Sure.
it's like I feel that I'm, my time is being drained out, yet I want to, be able to do something. And considering my routine, it's sort of, yeah, I feel it's sort of really difficult to, like, find time to study and, commit to it.
Yeah, but then if you don't mind me asking, if your 12 to 15 lakhs is your salary, are you in a position to actually give time and fund yourself for another qualification?
See, like, again, as I said, I'm unsure. Like, maybe moderately I can manage. I can manage, moderate investments, but not a complete, I can't commit to it completely. Like, I can't do a complete MBA.
Sure.
Right. I don't think I will have that time and energy to do that.
Sure.
Considering I'm doing 9 to 7, I come home, I have a family, I have to take care of them.
Course.
And, so again, I'll try to find as much time as I can, but, that's what I want to know, that how can I, do it while, also being committed to my 9 to 7 and also giving my family time.
Yeah.
And also not burning out.
Sure.
And, educating myself on it. So
Yeah, no, it's a tough spot, yeah, and especially like all these obligations and responsibilities. So, okay, let's try to find a little bit for a solution for you. So wait, let me just understand. You said you're in auditing, accounting. You do monthly audits.
monthly closing
right?
audits.
Okay. You also said you want to get into strategic and managerial roles. So you've said a few things, right?
Even FP&A, like,
Acha, okay.
Yeah.
If in one big sort of sentence we can decide, what is it that you really want to do? What do you see yourself like in a few years in terms of your role? How do you see the current accounting work you do? How are you seeing it evolving? Right? Especially with things like AI and the fact that you think you need a qualification or another degree. What is it that you're seeing yourself in the next few years?
See, considering, thinking of doing a course, I want to make sure that the course that I do doesn't just add another line to my CV. Right. I actually want this to, basically lead towards a promotion or a salary hike. That's for sure.
Very nice.
And as far as AI is concerned, see, that is sort of, I'm actually, it's scary because, I don't have a very strategic financial work. Mostly my work is like routine accounts.
Right.
And, considering the speed with which AI is growing, it actually haunts me that, what if AI will take over this, regular accounting work, and, what if the demand of regular accounting, routine accountants, vanish? I mean, so that's something that that's my aim. That's my one of the reason, apart from the financial security. This is one reason why I want to, upskill myself, because, see, with AI, you have to have something that you can offer, which keeps you relevant. So,
yeah, I understand. Like, see, that's it's a lot of things. Yeah. So to summarize for everybody, right? You are 29, you said.
Yeah.
And you're working in accounting since a while. You have a family. You have a salary package which you want to obviously take it to the next level. And you've got to figure out how to reach there, whether it is by studying, whether it is some other strategy, while maintaining work-life balance for family, while without burning out health and mentally, without burning too big a hole in your pocket.
Yeah.
And apparently you are also worried about things like AI.
Yeah.
So let's discuss a pathway that sort of somehow has the potential to cover all of these things.
Okay.
Right? And the only thing in return will be intense effort from your side. Like but I think that's better than giving up health or money or family time. Those, giving your, like, you'd rather sleep a little less and, work on it rather than compromise on any other aspects.
Absolutely.
Right. So now let's try and draw the plan for you. Okay. You will, I think, so because this is my specialization about suggesting people on how finance or accounting careers they can build. I know one thing that at least having one of these qualifications will probably be your best bet to come out of this stagnation, because otherwise you magically have to add value to your organization, right?
True.
And if you don't have any, in fact, you forget having any extra skill set. If you're worried that something like AI might even replace you, right? Then let's go down the easy path of having a education qualification. And easy because it's the easiest answer. Like you just have to study and get that qualification. All right. So let's talk about ACCA, because again, I know enough about it, but I think it will also cover a lot of your things, because it's a very flexible course. Flexibility is useful for you right now because you need flexibility to figure out how to manage work with family, with money, with time.
True.
Right? With health. So ACCA, at your stage, you can actually complete ACCA fully in approximately 1.5 to 2 years.
Okay.
Right? If the time it takes you to clear is going to be directly proportional to how much time you can invest in studying.
Okay.
So at a student level, right, or somebody in our industry, people who are even 24, 25, 26, the amount of effort they're putting in is a few hours a day, and they'll end up clearing it within 1.5 years, 2 years. Okay. So let's say if you can, that's the time frame. If you cannot, then we reduce the time and we reduce the daily time, but extend the time that you complete your qualification in. So then instead of 2, it might become 3 years. Okay. Right? So you will get to the end of the qualification. But in this case, I think that if you're taking this up, urgency is of high value to you. To act and pretend that your life depends on completing it faster. Yeah. Because the faster you complete it, everything will change in your life faster. Certainly. So I would suggest that we aim at, it might be a little difficult, but we should aim at 1.5 years that you complete ACCA. Because ACCA, I don't know if you're aware, it has 3 levels. And because you're a graduate, right, even though it's been years, but you're a graduate, you will get the first level exempted. So you have to give 2 levels of ACCA, which on an average you can complete in 1.5 years. Oh, okay. Right? Now, and also you have the flexibility to change the goal. Like right now you start with 1.5 years. The 2 levels, like in 1.5 years, you have to give around 9 exams of ACCA, split into 2 levels. The first exam you give, right? You'll immediately understand how much time it takes you to invest to clear these exams. So if the time that you're going to invest in this is matching what we're discussing, then you can manage the 1.5 year plan. If it turns out that no, you can't give so much time, then we'll have to extend the time. But let's start with 1.5 years as your goal.
Okay.
This is very important, because unless you have a target, it's going to be difficult to have a direction.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Got it. Second, because it's flexible, right? What happens is that you can find time to study. Now, I don't know, back in the day in school, college, were you a night studier or a morning studier?
I was actually a morning studier.
Morning studier. Yeah. And now what's your early morning schedule like?
It's nothing, just, have breakfast and rest.
So good. So then you don't have, if you're not, don't have any problems to wake up in the morning and study a couple of hours every day.
Yeah.
Then that's a great first step, right?
Yeah.
That gives you the flexibility, because now you don't have to quit work. You don't have to take away time from family. And then you have to try and give your best on weekends.
Yeah.
More than anything, the thing I would ask you to, if you have to sacrifice something, like, it will be the luxuries and the social side of life for a while, because you can't give up on health and family. Right?
True.
So after health, family, it should be studies.
Yeah.
Because in your case, that's the best part.
Right.
And then it can be the other things of life. Right?
Yeah.
So every morning you can study. Weekends you should give in time. If you can manage this, then I think it will take you a little time in the beginning to adjust. You know what a learning curve is? Like, in the beginning, something is very difficult, but you do it again and again, it becomes easier over time.
Absolutely, yeah. In the beginning, everything is, sort of difficult.
Correct.
Yeah.
So this is like that. So in the first paper that you give, it might be a struggle, but if you stick to it, and the first 3 months, maybe you struggle, but you manage your life and start ACC and give one paper and clear it, the second paper, third paper will become drastically easier.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? Now, once you start this, and this process is on, like you're on it, you got it. That, okay, I know how much time I have to give to clear one paper. I know my plan. It's all on track. Then what you do is, once you, maybe out of 9 papers, you cleared 1, 2, maybe 3 papers. Now start looking for opportunities either in your existing company or outside.
Okay.
So even though we made a plan for 1.5 years.
Yeah.
After 6 months, if you stick to your plan, then make the next plan for yourself 1 year from then, because you're going to finish are you understanding the plan? Pathway? So you will have to maybe start talking to the seniors in your office that, look, I'm getting qualified into this. So I want to move away from my accounting work and all of that. And I want to get into managerial or strategic roles, because the qualification like ACC or CFA or CP or CA all teach you how to go from a basic accountant to the next level.
Right.
So you're telling the world that you are now preparing yourself for managerial or strategic roles.
Yeah.
Right. And I think we should aim for managerial, because strategic is a level above.
Okay.
So maybe you can jump one at a time.
Eventually I can reach.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
Right. And if somebody's giving you an opportunity, take that leap, then do it. So you can tell your existing company, if they for some reason are not sure, you can start planting your seeds via LinkedIn, via Naukri and all of these by applying at places which are valuing this. Right? And because you're starting this qualification late, you will have a little difficult time when it comes to things like, you might not get the same salary had you completed ACCA at 21, for example, right? Just like most people are trying. But it's still better than whatever stage you are at right now.
Yeah.
That's the way to look at it. Okay. So this is how you will have to plan the next 1.5 years. 6 months study and pass. Then for the rest of the year, while you pass exams, start finding opportunities.
Okay.
Part 1. Part 2, when it comes to, and these opportunities which you're talking about are what you wanted, managerial and strategic roles.
Right.
Part 2, the beauty of at least ACC and these global qualifications is that things like AI, right, which you're worried about, these kind of qualifications, they are also always incorporating the latest skills and technologies into their syllabus. So what you'll end up studying in the 1.5 years will already incorporate AI. You're going to be able to learn it along the way. Hopefully, not only will you not ever be in the, worried about a replacement, but you'll also reach a point where you'll be able to aim for a strategic role or a managerial role along with AI's knowledge and readiness.
Yeah.
Right? Rather than doing a skill separately.
Yeah, I won't feel distant from the
absolutely.
The AI
nor will you double. Nor will you have to put an extra effort.
Yeah.
So it converges. Lastly, when it comes to phase, now see, you said 12-15 lakh is your salary. Now, an entire ACC qualification at your level, if you get one level exempted, you should think it'll take you around 3 to 4 lakhs over a period of 1.5 years.
Okay.
Now, the way you can do this in 2-3 ways. So step 1 is, if you do have savings, right, and it's enough, like where 3-4 lakhs is not pinching you, then you're sorted. But if not, I would say that either you can fund yourself, because ACCA is unlike an MBA where you might be stuck for 2 years or 1 year in a campus. Here you can earn as you learn. Right. So obviously you're any which way is working.
Right.
So one is that, of course, if you can, and we can discuss your finances separately.
Okay.
But if you can fund these, if you just spread 3 to 4 lakhs over 18 months, right? So that will come to approximately 25,000 rupees a month.
Yeah.
If you have that much, right, then best thing is you can fund it from your own income as well.
Right.
So best is savings. Right. Second is match it with income. Third, and if you still have none of it, today's world in education, you can take you get loans.
Right.
Right. And I personally am not the biggest fan of taking debt when you are in this kind of a situation. But sometimes if you are careful, and especially when family and all is, dependent on you, then bad debt can become good because you are not going to mess around with debt. Yeah. But that debt will ensure that you have the resources to complete ACCA, which in turn is the ticket for you to get out of the current situation. Right. So these are the 3 ways you can and because this qualification is flexible, right? Let's say for one of the exams, for example, it turns out that you can't give it, or you're not prepared, or you don't want to waste your money. You can always push it behind by 3 months. So instead of 1.5 years, it will take you 1 year, 9 months to complete the qualification without that fear that anywhere in the middle, once you take a commitment, you're stuck. The flexibility is high over here, so if there's some family thing, anything that work, there's higher pressure for a couple of months.
Right.
It doesn't hamper your pathway.
Right.
So I think if you combine all of these things, it sounds like you don't have to look beyond one single major qualification that gives you the flexibility, the next role of strategic or managerial level, you break your monotony, it's flexible in terms of even monetary aspects, things like AI is covered, right? Plus, and finally, not last but not the least, that once you get this is a global qualification.
Okay.
So in case things work out, right, in a few more years, you can always keep your eyes and ears open for opportunities overseas. If it works out, and take the family and build a life in another market altogether. So I think these are, again, because I understand it's the best you already started with, that you thought about I feel that this can cover a lot. And I just realized, you said you're in accounting since?
5 years.
5 years. So in ACCA, not just like MBA or CA or anything, you have to, after clearing exam, you have to also demonstrate that you have work experience in that field.
Okay.
So most of us, when we start ACCA, we still have to work. But ACCA gives you the flexibility that even if you have work experience in your history, it can count.
Oh.
And you need 3 years of it. So you already have 5.
I have 5, right.
So when you think about it, I think it's a nice everything is getting wrapped up in like one. You have one answer that's solving multiple things, and what you'll have to give in return is that extra effort to get done in 1.5 years.
Right.
And figure out the best way to manage your funds, because if you can take care of these 2 things, a lot of your answers have a high probability of improving for the better.
True.
Right? Anything else in mind?
Nothing really, like, you answered everything. And, the questions that I didn't actually, ask you, sort of, clarified that too.
Sure.
There are certain doubts that you have, that you're unsure about.
Sure.
But, with this, especially the fact that how my 5 years, which I eventually was feeling, I wasted, will actually help me.
It gets counted.
So it feels
less of a waste.
Right. And considering that, eventually, if things work out, and the circle, builds up, I can actually take my family overseas. And build over there. So in the work life and everything, standard of living. So, it's all making sense now. So this definitely helps.
Awesome, yeah. So great, guys. I think if you are like Kush and anything you felt that in this you could relate to, I hope it helps you guys. If you know anybody else like Kush who needs help, then please do share this. And if you think you or somebody else wants to sit here for the next Fix Your Career, then please leave it in the comments and we'll be sure to get back to you.